because you get a nickname long.
You did not find out your name was
It was
spelled.
spelled until I got my social security card. And then I had to check the birth certificate. And then my middle name, I didn't find out till, I
Just a
remember
couple years
calling
ago.
because well, no, it was when Grandpa retired. I had to go get a,
You didn't know how it was spelled, or you didn't know your middle name?
no, so I told my dad I said, you spelled my name wrong. He said, no, we didn't. That's the way we wanted it.
She's always spelled it with 2 N's.
Well, Lorraine, L-O-R-R-A-I-N-E, that's what was
Okay.
on my social
Oh,
security
that's
card
the
and everything.
second.
But on
That's
my
what her
birth
middle name is,
certificate,
though.
I know.
What did you think it was? I mean, on the certificate it's spelled how?
Lorraine, it sounds like Lorraine Annie.
That's how your name is spelled. And something I thought your name was spelled with 2 N's always on your certificate too.
L-O-R-A-I-N-E, yeah.
She has
But I
2
didn't
R's,
know
one
that.
N. She has 1 R, 2 N's.
What's your other brothers and sisters' name? You only named 6. You're 7. There's 2.
So you
Well,
got-
the
you got-
other ones I didn't really know. They were dead before I was born.
Okay.
I didn't have that when I turned it on.
So they died as children somehow. Sick.
One I know is still
Just highlight those clips.
Okay.
And one I think had a
Alright.
kidney thing. I don't know, my mom had us written down.
But they were obviously younger.
I was trying to
If by the time you were
They've
born,
been
they
older
weren't.
than me. I mean,
You mean they were younger when they
No,
died.
when they died, it must have been
Oh,
under
yeah.
the age of 10 or somewhere.
oh, they were babies.
Okay.
This is
That would
pretty
be
good.
that would be really hard as a mama.
Yeah.
I mean, your first 3 or 4 children just gone like that.
Well, my mom always kept the straps that they lowered into their grave, and
She did.
even growing up,
I see
us
you.
kids wouldn't even acknowledge
You want
us.
to know this?
Well, I was 16, that's the year I got married.
So you met him and got married the same year.
3 months.
3 months
We
dating.
had our
That's
first
Oh, you meet Josh and Melissa.
And where'd you meet
16,
him?
she dated for
At
just
church?
2 months.
No, at church.
What was it, at the bar?
Okay, where'd you meet him?
I don't like you right now.
Where did you meet Grandpa?
A girlfriend of mine took my little niece, her name's Jackie, she's still alive.
Yes.
Yes, when you get to say she's still alive and not
It is
still
gonna
alive.
be
Okay.
And we took her to a movie. And back then you didn't have cars, you rode a bus or a streetcar. So we're sitting there and my little niece, your grandpa, I mean, wow.
Why, your boyfriend, your boyfriend.
My husband. He comes and he gets in the seat in front of us. And my little niece goes, who's that? And I said, the guy I'm going to marry. I did 3 months later.
But did you even know him at that point?
No,
Was he just good looking? Is that
I
why
don't
you
know.
said
I
it?
just saw the back of him.
He must have turned around and saw you.
And he said, you're
I
getting
don't
married?
have a clue.
Well, no, but how did you start talking then? How did you get married?
All of a sudden they were just
A
married.
preacher did it.
I mean, for the point though of you saying I'm going to marry him and you only saw the back of his head. How did you just strike up conversation?
Well, after the movie was over, my friend took Jackie home on the streetcar. And then he took me home on the bus.
So at some point between the back of his head and the movie, you guys would have said, hi, I'm Evelyn.
And we had our first date on the 4th of July. I took my brother and my sister. The second date, I just took my sister.
He's like,
The third date. The third date.
We got married.
Well, you've been married a long time, so how many years has it
This
been?
month, it'll be 58.
Wow.
The 28.
I was just going to say something
27.
really dumb. It's older than my mom.
That's good.
Well, I hope so.
I was like, wow, it's older.
I was 16 when I got married, and I was 18 when I had your Aunt Sue.
And?
20 when I had you. 22 with Bobby.
And you had twins in there.
Well,
Still boys.
actually 2 sets I've lost.
The twins.
The first
That means
was
it's
at
been
Kansas
many
City
twins.
at the Baptist Temple.
Right with my luck, I'm
But
gonna
if
be the
that
one who
last
has
had been
twins.
born, Bobby would have only been 11 months old.
Wow.
Yeah, now I can say I know God knows what He's doing. Back then I didn't feel that way, but I do
That's
now.
sad.
And where
We
was?
lived in apartments next. We lived in a house.
Okay.
Apartments. And he witnessed to us, and I went, and I got saved, and then Daddy said, because he is Catholic. Your grandpa's
Okay.
Catholic.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is it all the
We
boy and
speak,
everything?
oh yeah, the
Huh.
whole Catholic thing. And he wanted some of that a couple of weeks later.
So we could tell there was
He
a
went
difference.
to church, and boy, he got saved. That was, yeah.
And did that change a lot in your life? I mean, like once you guys accepted Christ, like did you see change and difference in your relationship?
Yeah, I
and the
had
whole-
her.
You're like that was a good thing.
Yeah.
You did start right away going to church and going Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesdays.
Yeah, I think the best thing, well, out of my salvation, and of course, was once a month, the last Saturday, Friday of every month, they had just to sing.
Mm.
There were no sermon, there were nothing. You just went and sang hymns. And that was wonderful.
That's neat.
And everybody showed up. Everybody in the comments showed up for it. There,
Just go and sing and worship. Huh?
yeah, it was marvelous.
That's what she was asking for yesterday. Or did you order it? Hymn book. So we sent her a hymn book.
Maybe we can
When
find
we
out.
had our
how
church
to
a hymn book, but it's not an old enough hymn book. I sent it to her. She goes, "Oh, it says praise. It was the praises." I said,
No,
"Oh,
I
that's
don't
not the
know.
praises,
That's the
but
original phrase.
she wanted the older one because some of the songs she used to sing. You wanted those.
I bet
What's
we
one
can
of your
find
favorite
one
ones?
on.
We can sing it with you now if we know it.
I didn't know that other one.
Actually,
I could sing it.
there's one that's gonna be at your house sometime this month.
All right.
Really?
And a
Show up at her
cookbook.
A cookbook?
We can just keep sending stuff.
A hymn
What
book.
else do you want?
Except she paid for the
Anybody else
cost.
want to send me a book?
What do you want?
She had lost.
We'll have it
It
there
disappeared.
tomorrow.
Her cookbook several years ago.
Like 1960.
So we found one on eBay yesterday.
Yesterday, Jess was like, "Oh, we found Poppy's cookbook."
And Dad's like, "Wow, you found it online?" Like it said Evelyn in it.
Imagine that.
That would be awesome.
That's what Dad. Well, that's why Dad was so surprised.
It was actually a pretty awesome moment. I really
Right, he went to the neighbors
He went to neighbors, he called you kids, he was handy.
talking about aliens that got your mom. So,
And he was praying they'd bring me back. Why would he make a mistake like that?
so I guess my dad believes in aliens. Huh?
Maybe-
Oh yeah, he does believe in aliens.
So less than a year ago, he calls me all upset, Glenda, the moon. Did you see the moon last night? I said, well, whatever. He says, I saw the moon.
Huge, almost
It
in
was
the south.
it was as huge as could be and as bright as can be.
Sign from God.
And why did God choose me? I don't know. But he meant it.
He called the newspapers
Why
and
did God choose me to
Trying to
see
find
this?
out if
To
there's
see this, like he's trying to tell
Nobody else
something.
anywhere saw
Because I
it.
had to be there because he looked. He saw it and then he looked away, and it was gone. He was so concerned. He
He
called
left
us.
me a note. When I woke up in the morning, I had a note.
Oh,
Oh, it was a phenomenon. I had a phenomenon. Oh,
So I
he
sent
said
him
the
an
moon
article.
was bigger than the house.
I sent him an article because I'd read in someplace in the newspaper there had been some sightings of some plasma thing in the sky. And I
So
thought
trying
maybe
to
it
say
was that. I sent that to him.
But then weeks later, he was so concerned. He was weeks later. You were outside. What happened?
I went out and I'm looking.
She's like, "That's a pretty."
The people on the street over have one of those windows that have half moon,
Half moon window.
Is it all lit up?
Well, there's a, yeah, and I go and I say, Robert, I need you to go outside. I said, he did. I said, is that your moon? I said, honey, that's a house.
But that's why it was on one time. Then we looked back and it's
Yeah,
gone.
it's gone. Yeah, he had that written in the note too.
Oh.
But it just went away. Just a second.
Well, that's
So when we were down at
Yes, happy birthday to you.
Oh, how pretty.
Oh, let me turn it to you.
Did you make it?
No, but I bought it.
Oh, I heard you say you made one.
Don't stick your face in that while you're sitting there.
Oh, okay.
Make a wish.
Can I blow it?
Make a wish.
Yay! I'm
You're
still a
2 years old.
windy old lady.